In this video, we will learn about combined standard deviation. Earlier I have posted a video that how to calculate combined mean of two or more groups. You could find the link for that video in the given description below. Similarly, we can also compute combined standard deviation of two or more groups. So here we have a formula. Formula for combined standard deviation is sigma 1 2 equal to square root of n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square plus n1 d1 square plus n2 d2 square divided by n1 plus n2. This sigma 1 2 is combined standard deviation of two groups and sigma 1 is standard deviation of first group, sigma 2 is standard deviation of second group. Usually standard deviation is denoted by sigma and variance is denoted by sigma square. Okay, so the sigma 1 square and sigma 2 square are variance of two groups. Next, value of d1 is modulus of x1 bar minus x12 bar. This x1 bar is mean value of first group and this x12 bar is combined mean of two groups. Next, formula for d2 modulus of x2 bar minus x12 bar. x2 bar is nothing but mean value of second group and this x12 bar is again combined mean of two groups. Already we learnt about combined mean. So formula for that combined mean is n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2. So first we have to find the value of combined mean and then we have to substitute in the formula for combined standard deviation. Next, formula for combined standard deviation of three groups. Suppose three values are given, we have to use this formula, that is sigma 1 to 3 equal to, because we have three values, right? So we are denoted it as sigma 1 to 3 equal to, we have 3 n values and we have 3 standard deviation value. So n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square plus n3 sigma 3 square plus n1 d1 square plus n2 d2 square plus n3 d3 square whole divided by, we have 3 n values, so we have to add all that, n1 plus n2 plus n3. Next, formula for d1 is modulus of x1 bar minus x123 bar. d2 is modulus of x2 bar minus x123 bar and d3 is modulus of x3 bar minus x123 bar. This x1 bar, x2 bar and x3 bar is nothing but mean value of first group, second group and third group, and this x123 bar is nothing but combined mean of three groups. So formula for combined mean of three groups is n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar plus n3 x3 bar divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3. So this is the formula for combined mean. So first we have to find this value. After that we have to substitute in this for finding d1, d2, d3 and then you have to substitute in the combined standard deviation formula. So this is the procedure to find the combined standard deviation. So now we will solve an example. In this example, the following are some of the particulars of the distribution of weight of boys and girls in a class. Find the standard deviation of combined data. Okay. Here the number of boys is given, that is 100, and number of girls value is 50. Similarly, mean weight of boys are 60 kg and mean weight of girls are 45 kg. So 100 boys mean weight is 60 and 50 girls mean weight is 45 and variance value is given, that is 9 and 4. Okay. Now first we will write the values which is given. So what is n1 value is given, that is the number of boys. So n1 is 100. So corresponding mean value. So this is the first group. We are assuming that boys are the first group and girls are the second group. So first n1 value is 100 and mean weight of boys. So that is mean value is x1 bar, that is 60 and variance is given. So variance is sigma 1 square, that is 9. Next, second group values, that is n2 total is 50 girls and mean weight, so that is x2 bar is 45 and variance sigma 2 square, that is 4. Okay. So in this problem, instead of standard deviation, they have given the variance. So this is sigma 1 square and sigma 2 square. Okay. So now we have to find the combined standard deviation of two groups. So formula is sigma 1 2 equal to square root of n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square plus n1 d1 square plus n2 d2 square divided by n1 plus n2. So we already know the values of n1 sigma 1 square, n2 sigma 2 square, but we have to find out d1 and d2. So for finding d1 and d2, first we have to calculate combined mean. Okay, so formula for combined mean is x12 bar equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2. So substitute the values. What is n1? 100 into x1 bar, that is 60, plus n2 50 into x2 bar is 45 divided by n1 plus n2. So 100 plus 50. So we get 100 into 60, that is 6000 plus 50 into 45, that is 2250 divided by 150. So if you add and divide, you will get 55. So this is the value of x12 bar. So that is, this is nothing but combined mean value. Now we have to find d1 and d2. So formula for d1 is modulus of x1 bar minus x12 bar, and formula for d2 is modulus of x2 bar minus x12 bar. So first substitute modulus of x1 bar. What is x1 bar value? 60 minus x12 bar is 55 and x2 bar value is 45 minus 55. So if you subtract, you will get 5, and this is 10, that is minus 10, but we have modulus, so it will become plus 10. Okay. Now we got the values of d1 and d2, that is 5 and 10. Substitute all the values in the combined standard deviation formula. So that is sigma 1 2 equal to square root of n1, that is 100 into sigma 1 square. Sigma 1 square value is 9 plus n2 value is 50 into sigma 2 square is 4 plus n1, that is 100 into d1 value. So that is 5 d1 square, that is 5 square, and n2, that is 50 into d2 square, that is 10 square divided by 100 plus 50. If you simplify, you will get, that is square root of 900 plus 200 plus, this is 100 into 5 square is 25. So that is 2500 plus, so next 10 square, that is 100 into 50. So 5000 divided by 150. So square root of, if you add all the values, you will get 8600 divided by 150. So if you simplify, you will get 7.57. So this is the value of combined standard deviation of two groups. Next example. In this example, we have to calculate combined standard deviation of three groups. So in the problem, we have three groups of data values are given. We have to first find combined mean of three groups, and then we have to calculate combined standard deviation of three groups. So here the following table gives the result of three centers of public examination. Calculate mean and standard deviation of the combined scores of three centers. Okay. So center A, B, C are given, and number of examinations 200, 250, 300, and mean value, that is 25, 10 and 15, and here we have standard deviation. So sigma value is given, that is 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So now we will write the values. So what is N1? So we have three data, right? N1, N2, N3. So first group, that is A. So N1 value is 200. Second group total value is 250, and N3, that is 300. Next, mean value of first group, that is x1 bar 25, x2 bar is 10, and x3 bar, that is third mean value, is 15. And standard deviation is given, that is sigma 1 is 3, sigma 2 is 4, and sigma 3 is 5. But in the problem we have sigma 1 square, sigma 2 square, and sigma 3 square. So we will find out here. Sigma 1 square is 3 square, that is 9, sigma 2 square, that is 4 square 16, sigma 3 square 5 square 25. So now we will substitute the values directly in the formula. So first we will calculate combined mean. Formula for combined mean is x1 2 3 bar, because we have 3 groups of data. So here we have to represent it as 1 2 3. That is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar plus n3 x3 bar divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3. Now we will substitute the values. N1, that is 200 into what is x1 bar, that is 25, plus n2 250 into x2 bar is 10, plus n3, that is 300 into x3 bar is 15, divided by 200 plus 250 plus 300. So first if you multiply 200 into 25, that is 5000, plus 250 into 10, that is 2500, plus 300 into 15, that is 4500, divided by, if you add these three values you will get 750, and the total is 12,000 divided by 750. So if you divide you will get 16. So this is the value of x1 2 3 bar. Next we have to calculate combined standard deviation. So before that we have to find d1, d2, d3 values. Okay. So formula for d1 is modulus of x1 bar minus x1 2 3 bar. So what is the value of x1 bar? X1 bar is 25, x2 bar is 10, and x3 bar is 15. So modulus of 25 minus 16, second value is 10 minus 16, x3 bar value is 15 minus x1 to 3 is 16. Simplify this, you will get 25 minus 16, that is 9, and 10 minus 16 minus 6, and we have modulus. So plus 6, and 15 minus 16 minus 1, we have modulus, so it will become 1. So now we will calculate combined standard deviation, that is sigma 1 to 3 equal to square root of n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square plus n3 sigma 3 square plus n1 d1 square plus n2 d2 square plus n3 d3 square divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3. Now we will substitute all the values. So n1 is 200, n2 is 250, n3 is 300, and sigma 1 square is 9, sigma 2 square is 16, sigma 3 square is 25. And d1 is 9, d2 is 6, d3 is 1. Now substitute all the values in the formula. So n1 is 200 and sigma 1 square is 9 plus n2 is 250, sigma 2 square is 16 plus n3, that is 300, sigma 3 square is 25 plus n1 is 200, d1 square, d1 is 9, so 9 square 81 plus n2 is 250, d2 square, that is 6 square 36 plus n3 is 300 into 1 square, that is 1, divided by 200 plus 250 plus 300. So multiply and add all the values. So first 200 into 9, 1800 plus 250 into 16, that is 4000, plus 300 into 25, that is 7500, plus 200 into 81, 16,200, plus 250 into 36, 9000, plus 300 into 1, that is 300, divided by, if you add all these value, you will get 750. So this is square root of this value. So sigma 1 to 3 equal to square root of, so if you add all the values, you will get 38,800 divided by 750. So square root of, so if you divide, you will get 51.7333. So therefore sigma 1 to 3 value is 7.1926. So this is the value of combined standard deviation of 3 groups. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video useful, please subscribe to my channel and click on like button. And for further notification, please hit the bell icon. Thank you.